Well, you got guys fighting between 130, 135, and 140. They stack, around that area. So, I mean, as of right now,
skills that pay the bills.
Well, the two guys, well, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis.
Mm-hmm.
But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur.
A surprising move, Floyd Mayweather recently broke down the Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson fight. Davis ascended to the rank of full WBA champion after Devin Haney advanced to a higher weight class. He solidified his status by delivering a decisive knockout. Victory over fellow southpaw Frank Martin Stevenson battled Edwin de Los Santos for the vacant WBC belt, securing a decisive victory. He then successfully defended his title against Artem Harat-Tunin, both matches extending the full distance but drawing criticism for their lack of excitement. In response to the skeptics, Shakur asserted that his true prowess would shine through when matched against top-tier opponents. Tank is looking for a new fight after IBF champion Vasyl Lomachenko pulled out of preliminary talks. Simplifying matters further, Stevenson has embarked on a new chapter of free agency following an extensive tenure with the promotional powerhouse Top Rank, while Bob Arum, the leading figure at Top Rank, may no longer be directly orchestrating events. He foresaw this potential matchup earlier this year. Arum said, "Tank is an excellent fighter and a big attraction, so sure, we'd like to match Stevenson, Lomachenko and Lopez against Tank Davis and see how well they would do. I like our guys to win the fight. All three would beat Davis. I really believe that, but that's why they do the fights right. Again, we're open to any of that. Notably, Arum isn't promoting Shakur anymore, so he may have no role in making arrangements of this potential bout, but fans may soon witness unity clashes between the aforementioned players in the 135 scene, which is as loaded as ever. Therefore, if the business side was handled, who would win? Prominent trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas supported Gervonta Tank Davis in a Pro Box TV broadcast. Atlas said that Tank Davis is the man. According to him, Davis is in his prime and can do everything. He mentioned that Davis is not only the harder puncher, but also a terrific counter puncher who sets trap.
Tank Davis is the man. Okay. Right now, he's in his prime. He can do everything. Forget about the fact that he's the hardest puncher and all of that, but he's also a terrific counter puncher, sets traps, can use his legs when he has to. He's patient when he needs to be patient, deliberate, cerebral, as both champions talked about. Right now, he's the...
Atlas said that Tank Davis is probably the only guy he can think of beating Shakur Stevenson right now. He noted that Stevenson is difficult to beat because of his style, ability, eyes, legs, hand speed, and the way he controls range. Atlas stated that Tank Davis is the only one he can see possibly deciphering Shakur Stevenson, emphasizing how good Davis is and why he is the man.
The only guy I can think of beating Shakur Stevenson right now, because Shakur Stevenson is that difficult because of his style, because of his abilities, because of his eyes, because of his, his legs, that his hand speed, the way that he controls range. Tank Davis is the only guy that I can see that could possibly decipher that style and beat Shakur Stevenson. That's how good he is. That's why he's...
Sporting distinct styles and unique skill sets, the two champions now share a division poised to settle the question: can Stevenson's elite defense and fluid movement outmaneuver the relentless power and pursuit of Davis over 12 rounds? In a conversation with Fight Hype, ex-WBO super bantamweight world champion Angelo Leo cast his vote for Tank Davis to emerge victorious, drawing on his first-hand sparring experiences with both contenders. Leo said, "Personally, I like Tank a little bit more. He's a very smart fighter, very smart, very cunning. He's fast on the counter punches, and I just think he's got a lot of skill. People just think that he's a power puncher, a heavy puncher, but he's also very technical, and he knows how to pick his shots, when to pick his shots." Great news for fans. These predictions might soon face reality with the collapse of negotiations with IBF champion Vasyl Lomachenko. Davis is now without an opponent. This opens the door for him to unify his WBA belt with Shakur's WBC, pending both fighter signatures. Kenny Ellis, Tank's co-trainer, stated that fear is the only thing that can get in the way, and mentioned Stevenson's recent promotion free agency as another roadblock avoided if both parties can come to an agreement. Stevenson's superior defense might face off against Tank Davis's explosiveness. The question of who would win in those loaded weight classes and who is the best has long been up for discussion. Recently minted heavyweight champion Claressa Shields believes Stevenson was the best in an interview with Cigar Talk. Claressa said that Shakur is the best. She believes he is better than Tank, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and Taimo Lopez. According to her, Shakur is her number one in those weight class and sees a reflection of herself in him.
Nothing about Shakur. Shakur is the best. To me, he's better than Tank. He's better than Devin. He's better than Ryan. Shakur, he's better than Teofimo. Shakur is my number one when it comes to those weight classes.
Yeah.
Shakur to me is the best. He is me.
So you think, because you know the big one, they want, you know, Shakur and Tank. That's the one everybody talking about. That's the one they want to see. Tank
is be mad at me, boy.
Yeah.
World champion at 4 weights went on to say that Stevenson will defeat Tank and that he had faced more difficult opponents en route to become a lightweight. Claressa added that she would never dismiss a fighter. She acknowledged that Tank has great skills and powerful punches, noting his explosiveness. However, she believes that Shakur has faced tougher challenges than Tank.
I'm not gonna ever dismiss a fighter. I think that Tank got some great skills and got some hard-ass punches. He's so explosive, but so is Shakur. Yeah. Shakur has, to me, faced harder challenges than...
Claressa then added that when considering the opponents Shakur has fought, their records and their styles, Tank cannot claim to be the best just because he knocked out Ryan and Raleigh. She questioned the significance of those opponents, suggesting they would never step into the ring with Shakur.
You look at the guys who Shakur fought, look at their records, but also look at, they styles, how they box. I remember Shakur was fighting against this strong-ass African dude.
Oh, Nakatila.
Man, that dude was strong. I was there. I'm like, man, this Shakur was on his shit.
Yeah.
Countering him, knocking him down, but that dude was just thoroughbred, just strong, though. You can look at him, look at he got big old hands, big old arms, forearms, and Shakur went there and did what he did to him. So it's Tank cannot say he's the best if he's talking about how he knocked out Ryan and knocked out Rosie. Who the fuck is a Rosie and who the fuck is a Ryan? I'm sorry. Yeah. Those guys will never get in the ring with Shakur. And I say that respectfully, Rosie is not...
She acknowledged the possibility of a knockout, but noted that if Tank is only getting hit 5 or 6% of the time, it's different. She expressed her support for Shakur in the fight, emphasizing that he is smart, strong, and fast, and that he raises his level when he has something to prove.
I'm gonna give credit where it's due. Tank is very skilled, Tank is very strong. But Shakur is he's getting hit 5% with shots. He's getting, whatever shots you throwing, only 5% of them landing.
Yeah.
And people say, it only take one. You're right, it only take one. But when you only getting hit 5%, 6%, I'm just rocking with Shakur for that fight. And Shakur gonna be smart. Shakur's strong too.
Timothy Bradley speculated that Shakur Stevenson might be the fighter to derail Gervonta Davis's winning streak, highlighting Stevenson's exceptional boxing prowess as a key factor. Bradley stated confidently that Shakur does not need any advice from him. He knows what to do whether he is with top rank or not. Shakur is that kind of fighter. He does not need guidance. From a broader perspective, Bradley believes Davis's 14-month absence before the Frank Martin fight could be a factor that makes Stevenson the favorite. He said Stevenson knows he has that fight in him, that he is cut from a different cloth. If he maintains that intensity, he can beat Tank and surpass him very easily without any problem. However, it appears that Shakur is struggling to secure the biggest and best fights in his division. In his last 2 fights, the current lightweight champion has come under criticism for his less fan-friendly boxing technique. He mentioned that an injury affected his performance when he defeated Edwin de Los Santos to claim the vacant WBC belt last year. More recently, he attributed his struggles in the ring against Artem Harat-Union to his opponent's excessively defensive tactics during their 12-round bout. Currently, he is being linked to major bouts with fighters such as fellow champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a matchup that would surely push the Newark fighter to his limits. Recently, there were erroneous reports claiming that the fight had been confirmed. However, due to Stevenson's style, one current world champion has stated on Fight Hub TV that he is not interested in competing against him. Isaac "Pitbull" Cruz, the current WBA super lightweight champion, gave several reasons why he prefers to fight other boxers in the division. He said Gervonta Davis is a good fight that people want to see. Teofimo Lopez would be good because both styles match well, and Ryan Garcia is also a fight that fans want. Cruz explained why he would not take on Stevenson, citing his previous defeat at the hands of Tank. He said the fight with Stevenson is not appealing for fans, as people would lose interest, comparing it to a concert where everyone falls asleep. Cruz is set to defend his championship this weekend in Los Angeles against Jose Valenzuela on the Terence Crawford vs. Israel Madrimov undercard. Shakur Stevenson has never hidden his intention to fight Vasily Lomachenko and Gervonta Davis. If Davis and Lomachenko were to face off in a lightweight world championship unification fight, Stevenson has another opponent in mind, one he believes could present an even tougher challenge for Davis than Lomachenko. Stevenson has his eyes on William Zepeda, the fighter who achieved a stunning knockout against Giovanni Cabrera on the same night Stevenson secured a unanimous decision over Artem Harutyunyan. Speaking on the Cigar Talk YouTube channel, Stevenson said that if Tank is set to face Lomachenko, he should step up against a tougher opponent like Zepeda, who could be the real test with his relentless volume and punch output. However, Stevenson is uncertain whether Golden Boy Promotions and Oscar de la Hoya will pursue that fight, even though Zepeda is a promising prospect. Stevenson believes de la Hoya might instead guide Zepeda toward a bout with Denis Berinchyk, the reigning WBO lightweight champion, aiming for another title opportunity rather than the WBC belt. In a recent podcast, Stevenson discussed the differences between his fighting style and that of Gervonta Davis. He explained that Davis's knockout power often overshadows his own skill set. Stevenson noted that fighters are blessed with different abilities. Davis has the power to knock opponents down, while he himself possesses exceptional vision and defensive awareness, allowing him to evade punches effectively. He emphasized that while Davis is a great and special fighter, he is also special in his own way. Fans are excited about a potential showdown between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. The fight promises to be a thrilling clash of styles, with Davis's knockout power facing Stevenson's defensive mastery. With both fighters undefeated in the same weight class, a dramatic encounter in 2025 could determine the undisputed champion. Promoter Eddie Hearn has expressed uncertainty about signing Shakur Stevenson. He stated that while he would like to sign him, it depends on whether he can deliver the caliber of fight Stevenson expects. Hearn admitted that he may struggle to secure fights against Gervonta Davis, Vasily Lomachenko, or William Zepeda, leaving limited options. If suitable fights cannot be arranged, Stevenson may be forced to compete at 140 pounds, where he could struggle due to reduced power. This could result in poor performances and low viewership, ultimately making the signing a risky decision for Hearn. Hearn stated that he has met with Shakur and his team, including Jay Prince, and had an honest discussion about a potential deal. He emphasized that he must be able to provide the right fights. Otherwise, he may not be the right promoter for Stevenson. Hearn also acknowledged that Lomachenko may hesitate to face a highly skilled and elusive fighter like Stevenson, as such a fight could be difficult and less entertaining for fans. Despite this, Hearn expressed interest in working with Stevenson if the opportunity is beneficial for both parties. However, he also admitted that his biggest concern would be failing to secure the major fights Stevenson desires, which could lead to public criticism and dissatisfaction. Shakur Stevenson may face challenges against certain opponents, such as Andy Cruz, the 2020 Olympic gold medalist, who shares a similar style but is more offensively aggressive. This raises questions about whether Hearn truly needs another fighter with a similar profile. Hearn stated that he would only be involved in a potential fight between Stevenson and Tank Davis if he is working with Stevenson directly. However, Stevenson does not necessarily need Hearn to secure such a matchup. While Hearn's promotional skills could help elevate Stevenson's profile, the ultimate factor remains the availability of major fights. Hearn noted that boxing is unpredictable and opportunities can arise depending on circumstances. He added that if a Lomachenko fight falls through for Davis, Stevenson could become a viable opponent. However, Davis remains a major star who can succeed regardless of whether the fight happens. Hearn also mentioned that Stevenson is currently a free agent and ready to negotiate, making timing a crucial factor. Although discussions may be ongoing, nothing has been confirmed. Hearn's enthusiasm for Stevenson appears more subdued compared to his excitement about other fighters, such as Jaron "Boots" Ennis. This contrast suggests he is cautious about signing Stevenson. He concluded by expressing hope that Stevenson can secure meaningful fights that define his legacy, whether or not they work together. Gervonta Davis, known for his knockout power, has recorded 28 knockouts in 30 fights. His ability to analyze opponents and deliver powerful punches makes him a dangerous competitor. The contrast between Davis's power and Stevenson's defensive skill makes their potential matchup highly intriguing. However, rising star Bruce Carrington believes Stevenson must improve his performances before facing Davis. Carrington stated that Stevenson needs to be more aggressive and deliver exciting performances to build public interest in the fight. He believes that recent performances have reduced excitement, and Stevenson must rebuild momentum. Stevenson himself admitted that he needs to improve, particularly in cutting off the ring and applying pressure to opponents. He acknowledged that he must return to training and refine his skills. To fully showcase his abilities, Stevenson needs an opponent who will engage actively and push him out of his comfort zone. While Davis could fulfill that role, Stevenson must first secure the right promotional deal and build excitement around his fights. Currently, Stevenson's situation is becoming more complicated, as major promoters have stepped back from signing him. He recently rejected an $18 million contract offer from Top Rank and is now a free agent. Bob Arum expressed respect for Stevenson's decision, while Oscar de la Hoya stated that although Stevenson is a great talent, his style is not appealing enough for promotion. Matchroom Boxing, led by Eddie Hearn, remains a possible destination. Hearn believes Stevenson's previous promotion did not fully showcase his talent. Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather analyzed a potential fight between Davis and Stevenson, describing both fighters as elite talents with different strengths. He emphasized that Davis is likely the hardest puncher at 135 pounds, while Stevenson is the most skillful. Mayweather highlighted that boxing is fundamentally about skill, citing Pernell Whitaker as an example of a fighter who succeeded without knockout power. He believes Stevenson is following a similar path by seeking top-level opponents and aiming to reach the next level with the right opportunities.
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. And Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. He's asking, can he fight the best? I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to that next level and give him the fights that he want, and make the fights happen that he
nearly became a reality. The boxing world was abuzz with the prospect of a showdown between John Davis and Shakur Stevenson, sparking intense debates over who reigns supreme. In the ring, fans were electrified by the rumors that this epic clash might actually happen, but alas, it was not to be. Boxing insider Dan Raphael stepped in to quash the swirling speculation and deliver a jarring reality check to the eager fans. The announcement of a unification bout between two champions sent shock waves through the internet. With undefeated records, distinct fighting styles, and two championship belts on the line, this clash promised to be a PPV sensation. Add their fierce rivalry to the equation, and the excitement is palpable when a channel revealed that the fight was set for November 23rd. Fans were exhilarated, but their enthusiasm was fleeting. Raphael took to his X handle and wrote, "I'm told by two people who would be involved that this is not true." In a following post, the American sports writer reconfirmed his stance and declared, "I asked a third source just now who would be directly involved if it was true, and the response was not at all." Stevenson soon had to respond to the speculation that he would take on Tank next. He declared, "This is fake, it's interesting to note that he is already writing the script for a fresh fight behind the scenes. Who is the person opposing him?" Boxing Scene reports that Stevenson. Alright everyone, stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Knockout today and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.